Hello everybody and welcome back to Saxlingham. So, it is an exciting day today. We have a new hire starting. So he's coming on for a trial, and part of this trial is we're going to send him off in the New Holland with the cultivator on, and he's going to go do a cultivating contract for us. And that's going to be the judge of whether we're going to keep this person or not. So, we need to get to the yard. I want to get it all put on for him, all put together. So I want to put the cultivator on. We should really get a New Holland front weight, but we're going to use the John Deere front weight, I think. And then once he's here, we can obviously have a quick chat and set him off. So right, let's park up here. We also need to, with our fields, we need to have a look at spraying weeds. So that's what we're going to do. I thought it makes a lot more sense for us to do that in the John Deere. Right, let's just hop into here because we'll need to pull this out of the road first. And then we've still got the fertiliser spreader on there, so we'll have to take that off as well. So let's run over to here quickly, drop that off, and where is the front weight? Hidden behind where the load all is, which we should be able to get it from here, one would have thought. Try not to crash. So that's the front weight on, although it does look a bit funny being green on the front, but at least the cultivator's blue. Right, let's reverse onto that, so we can now get that attached. And we just need to fold that up, like so. And we can now pull this out and leave this here for now. So right, we might as well leave that running because get the engine warm for when he gets here, and we'll jump into here and we'll have to go and lease ourselves a sprayer, which I think, if I remember rightly, our tram lines were done to 24 metres, so that means we need to have a look at this sprayer. So this is the one we're going to go for. But we are quite literally leasing it. We're not doing a hire purchase, nothing like that. It is solely a lease. And then we need to get some herbicide. So we will order 1 IBC of herbicide. And right, well, let's now just wait for this member of staff to come. And there he goes. So seems a decent enough lad. So he's going off there now. We are going to go up to... I don't like how fast he's driving that tractor. Go steady, lad. But right, we'll get ourselves up to the dealership and get this spray put onto the back. Because we are only leasing this purely for ourselves, or at least at the minute just for ourselves, I couldn't see any point in putting the weed spot spraying on it. Yes, we would save money in the long run if we, but you'd have to really own it to save that money. Because if we were to lease now, we're not doing enough fields to warrant, because I think it's 40,000 maybe. Yeah, so we need to, if we were to lease it now, we'd have to save that amount of money in this one month. Right, 12,000 litres, and now let's make our way back to our fields. So if we pull into here, we'll just have to find... There we go, there's one of our tram lines. So we're just going to have to be really careful not to damage any of the crop here now. So unfold this. And yeah, we've got this field up down here, and we've got the field up there to do. But doing this in the rain probably isn't one of the better ideas, but it's a job that we need to get done. now on to the final pass. So it didn't look like there was many weeds in here, but if I just stop and turn this off very quickly and we go on to our map, you'll see that there was. So the only bits that I'm hoping, guessing that the bits that we have missed is maybe where tram lines are, but I have felt that we may be slightly too narrow, which I don't quite understand. I think we are missing little bits, but we'll see, because I'm sure I did these tram lines at 24 metres. It's that, or it's my driving that's not been the greatest. So if that is the case, we may have to look at just seeing if there's one like that could be a metre wider, so that we know that we're always getting an overlap. The only thing we'll have to be careful of then is we may burn the crop if we're going over it twice with herbicide. I've also missed putting a tram lines to go out the field. As you would have seen, I went right round trying to find somewhere to go through, and there was nowhere. And luckily, because the crop isn't that established yet, it's not doing any crop damage. But right, let's get this back to our yard. We need to empty the herbicide out of it. There's still a little bit left in the tank at the store. I had to buy a secondary tank. So I do hope these, we've spent so much money on fertiliser and herbicide. I just hope it's all going to be worth it in the end. And we can no longer use the bottom of that field to drive to and from the yard, so we do have to go this slightly longer way around. And we desperately need another shed. So there's two things that I'd like to really try push for. One is another shed, so that we can store more equipment in it, and the other is more land, because land is going to be such a big thing for us in just to keep expanding. So every year we're making more and more money. But before we take this back, I want to go check on our new hire, see how they're getting on up in field 45. I would presume he's on the headlands, so can we can just bob straight up here to have a look. We are doing it this way, we are driving further away from from the store, but that's not too big of a problem. Yeah, so he's on the headlands now. So by the looks of that, he's doing 3 headlands, I would have said. Definitely 2, if not 3. But brilliant. I think he's doing a very, very good job there. And so far, I can't complain. And then, like I say, for what he's earning me in this today, it not only... Oh, he's on after this one. He's just doing one more than he's done. For what he's earning me today, he's paying, obviously, for himself and for all the hire purchase charges and all the leasing and everything. He's paying for that. So that is... Well, it's brilliant for us for a financial sense. But right, we can't see... Right, we'll just wait for this car to go, and then we'll pull back onto the road and get ourselves over to the dealership, return this sprayer, and then we'll have to have a look to see if there's anything else that we can do, because this rain is really hammering down now. We'll go this way. I do love this little track. So like last time, they have asked for us to drop this off in here, so I'm hoping we can be really, really cheeky now and go straight through like this. But we will put it neat enough for them, because then they can gather it up when need be. Right, and I don't think there's anything else really for us to do today. So we're going to go back to the yard. By the time we've done that, our new hire should be done. And then we'll call it a do for today. We'll sleep and we'll move into the next month, because there isn't really anything else that we can be getting on with. Our fields are now nigh on fully done, so we can forget about them until harvest time. And yeah, so it's just a matter of keeping the bank balance ticking over. And with this rain, we can't go cut any grass because it's too wet. We won't be able to ted any grass because it's too wet. You wouldn't want to be doing any silage in this weather, so there isn't really much to do. And it's like doing the herbicide. When you're spraying and it's raining, it can just wash it straight off, so it doesn't have time to get rid of the weeds. And it'll be the same with fertilising. You can soon wash away all the goodness you're trying to put into the ground. So we'll pull this up to here, and whilst we're waiting, let's just have a look and see if there is anything shed-wise that would be of interest to us. So a quick look, we're looking at about £100,000 to get a shed we want, because I am very keen to get, and it would mean if we were to get that, all our machinery would move out of here and we would store it in this new shed, and then we can use this side of this shed to start storing all our pallets and seed bags and all that sort of thing. But I think it's about 95,000, which it would fit very nicely just in this gap here between the island of trees and our pickup. So it'd be a brilliant place to, and you've got all this area at the front to turn around. Our worker has since returned, so I've sent him home. I said there's not much more to do, thank you very much, and I'll have a think about it, about his job prospect with us. So we'll just put this pallet back into here. Well, I say back into here, it's never been in here before. So let's drop that down, and then we will go park everything up. We'll just bring the New Holland into here. We won't take the cultivator off. So let's go out to here. I might tidy up all this rubbish at some point. So let's jump in, and we can pull this now into the shed, and then we'll lock up and move into the next day, and then hopefully there may be some more contracts for us. And if we're ever near the shop, I'm going to remove that front number plate. Right, let's pull this in so we can get it into this gap here, like so. Now let's go get the John Deere. Oh, that's a tight gap. May need to lose some weight after not fitting through there. Let's reverse this back and put this in. Yeah, like I said, it's just getting a bit full in here for my liking. And then yeah, we'll get the doors closed and we will see you in the morning. Hello everybody. So, good news, wheat prices are up. So for the value of all our grain that we've got, it's about 83,000. So we're going to put the Bailey trailer onto here, and then we're going to get our new worker. He's going to start leading from the silo to the mill, and he's going to get everything sold for us, hopefully. So we'll put the trailer on and we'll pull this round to the silo. And then yeah, once he arrives, being winter months, it's one of them, because we're paying by the hour. There's no point really having him, when we can do all this sort of thing. I just need him to be able to sit in the tractor and go. Right, let's take the sheet off, pull in under here, and we'll get this loaded up now. So we want some wheat, which that's filling in the middle of the trailer, which won't be so bad. It'll spread the weight quite nicely. And right, whilst he's doing that, I want to have a look at what straw prices are. Right, let's just get in here, because this snow may be a bit of a nuisance. So a straw price, although it's not the best, it does say it's going down, so I think it's worth selling the straw as well. So we'll get the New Holland onto the Bailey trailer, and then we can start getting getting everything sort of in order. So there's our worker off with his first load of wheat. we should keep seeing the bank balance slowly going up. And saying that about the bank balance, we haven't been paid from our last contract, that cultivating job, and there was I think it was about £12,000 worth in that job, so we will have to chase that up, because we can't have that amount of money just sat not doing, not being in our bank account. Otherwise, as you can see, we're down to just shy of £4,000. Right, we'll get the load all over to these straw bales, so we know we can stack them end on end. And this is something we need to sort out. We can't just be leaving bales outside in field like this. It's no good for them, really. So let's park this here and let's go sort out this New Holland. So just for the time being, I think I'm going to leave this outside. I don't like leaving it outside, but it makes no sense to me to be having it in, because it's such a big sort of piece of machinery. Right, now we can get into here and get the Bailey trailer out. And it shouldn't take too long to load up these bales. Obviously they're all somewhat stacked. I know there's a pile, they're all in twos, so it may make it a bit more awkward, because we'll have to start putting ones on top, unless we can get them all on the trailer in twos. So this is the first time I've come down to this area, and it's I love how the fields just sort of like undulate and whatnot. It is, well, it's rather spectacular, to be fair. What a place to live, that's all I can say. But anyways, we are on the way to the farmers market. They're offering the best price for straw, and then I'm hoping our worker has finished selling all the wheat, because you'll see that we're at 85,000 now, which is very, very good. But right, let's have a look. So that will be for grain, you would have said, unless there's something I'm missing there. Let's just have a roll around this side and let's just try and find where we're going to. So after speaking to someone, we've gone the wrong way. We want to be in that shed. The first shed with the open doors is where we want to be to sell these. So if we just reverse up here like so. I really need to get this New Holland its own weight. We can't be having a John Deere weight on it. And right, so if we pull into here and release all the straps, we'll only sell one side of the trailer. So there's another 30,000. Let's just reverse back here, get these ones sold as well. Like so. So now that takes us up to £123,146. So that's really good. Well, rather quite good, I would say, definitely. Alright, let's manoeuvre our way around here. It'll probably be best next time. If we sell bales here again, it'll probably be best to go right next time. And we'll get ourselves back to the yard, and my worker must have sold the last bit of grain, so we are now, well, I think we're completely out of products now. So we'll put this trailer away, and then I think that'll do for this month, purely because this snow, I'm worried. Hey, look at that, he's already back. He's put the tractor and trailer away, reversed that like a champion, and so he must have gone home then, because I did say once all wheat sold, you can go. So that's nice to see that he's done that and put it away, hasn't just left it out and about. But right, let's pull this and we can turn the beacons off now. Let's to there. Let's turn this off and let's go and move into January. That's looking a lovely workshop in there. So let's get into here now and we'll take this home. I think we might as well end on a very big high there of £127,935. I'll take that all day long, you know, to finish an episode. Yes, we'll have £10,000 going out overnight to go pay for our leasing and hiring of all the equipment that we've got, but needs must. And then we'll need to see what January brings us. Hopefully no snow. So all I can say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you've liked and enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.